We're back. Here we go, yet again. And welcome to Overtime, brought to you by KingsCast at www.kingscast.net. I'm Keith Kordelik.
And I'm Chris Kalaszewski.
And what's up? We are back, Kings fans, up here in the August, talking Kings hockey.
That's right. No lazy days for us here at KingsCast. We're here to talk to you about the Drew Doughty and Edmonton Oilers situations, throw out some weird Kings merchandise, plug our own brand new KingsCast apparel store. And we're also going to give you a see ya from Mr. Wayne Simmonds.
There we go. So grab a drink. Here we go. Episode 118 entitled Summer Filler.
All right, Keith. It is the summer of 2011.
Doesn't feel like it. It's freezing out here.
Yeah, it is kind of chilly up here in K-Town, Los Angeles. Now, Keith, let's talk about the Drew Doughty situation. Continues to drag on. I know everyone was kind of waiting for the Weber situation to sort of resolve itself. It did, and here we are, still waiting for Mr. Drew Doughty to sign.
Yeah, not sure what's going on there. I think more importantly, Luke Schenn and Zach Bogosian haven't signed either. So, like, one of the top 4 picks in the draft is signed in Stamkos. But, Drew Doughty, God, I really thought it would get done. He had the Kings jersey in his bedroom, the Kings alarm clock, the Kings phone.
Kings phone, yeah.
I don't really know what's going on. I do think he's going to be signed before camp. I mean, this whole thing about him being a holdout, I think, is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to drag on that long, but it's a little frustrating for Kings fans. Everyone's getting kind of nervous out there. The team is set. Offense is looking great. Goaltending obviously set. But, one of our top defensemen is playing this game right now, and usually we're not in this situation, for the Kings at this point this summer. The roster is set. We're talking about who we're going to play in the playoffs and everything like that, when the Cup parade's going to be, but not the case right now. The situation drags on, and frankly, it's annoying. I mean, I don't know who to blame more. Is it Doughty and his peeps, or Kings playing a little hardball?
I think it's hard to know. And, so many people online have been quoting these sources. And, I'm not saying anybody's wrong, but a lot of people are quoting sources, and all of them are sort of conflicting. I don't think anybody really has the right answer. I think Drew Doughty probably wants a lot of money. I mean, I think Don Meehan is his, his agent who plays hardball. He's played hardball with Dean Lombardi before, back when he was GM of the San Jose Sharks. So, I think Drew Doughty, he's probably just sitting back, cracking a couple of beers, going fishing with Corey Perry and, not really caring about what's going on. But
hopefully he's not putting on too much weight like he did last summer. He's not,
failing his fitness test.
Yeah, exactly.
We definitely don't want that. I mean, the bottom line is he will be signed. He's not going to hold out. He's not going to sit out an entire season. No. But when he comes to camp, he better have his six-pack. And I'm not talking about, like, one in his bag for later, okay?
Yeah.
This guy better not show up fat and out of shape, because we're looking for the Norris Drew Doughty, because that's the one that it looks like we're going to end up having to pay, as opposed to the guy who, maybe was a little more well-rounded last season, but quite frankly took a gigantic drop.
Yeah, so hoping this resolves itself soon, because I know it will get Kings fans back at ease a little bit, because it's been frustrating.
Yeah, especially for Megums, who apparently cries herself to sleep every night.
Oh, she does, and it's hard to hear about that. But you know what? I think he'll be all right, Megums. I think he will be a King. Now, it's for 12 years, or if it's for 5 years, or hopefully not 1 year. But hopefully he signs.
Hopefully any year, not ending at unrestricted free agency. But,
yeah.
Let's win a cup here, Let's revisit mulletgate again. I thought it was over. Ryan Smith traded to the Oilers forever ago. Colin Fraser coming back. Then, Dean Lombardi gets pissed off because Colin Fraser ends up being injured. The second injured player that Steve Tambellini sent us, they tried to have it mediated. Now it's up to Gary Bettman. Chris, what do you see here?
This is interesting. This situation, when it first happened, I was pissed. I was pumped up. I was like, the Oilers, they should be fined by the league. We should get 3 draft picks. We should get Alex Hemsky. That's the only thing that's going to resolve it. But now I'm kind of over the situation, honestly. I just kind of want some sort of resolution. I mean, I don't know. I think what's the best case scenario? I mean, obviously, we're not getting Smith back. We can't even afford the guy anyway anymore. So what's the worst case? What's the best case scenario? We get another 5 draft pick thrown in there?
I do think Steve Tambellini is, a little bit of a snake. What's her name from The Sopranos? He's a snake in the grass. I mean, the guy, he tried to pull the wool over there at Lombardi's eyes once, did it again. I don't think it's Lombardi's fault there, but, I think something should happen. My ideal world, Chris, we swap first-round draft picks next season.
Okay, I like it.
Me too, because it's going to be a top 5 pick, so.
Yeah. All right, Kings fans, your prayers have been answered. the KingsCast, we have finally gotten our act together after a couple of years of sort of messing around.
3 years, Chris. Yeah, 3 years.
We now have a legitimate and functioning apparel store, exclusive designs and products made by us for you Kings fans, and I'm excited about this, Keith. We got some good stuff in the store.
Yeah, we do. We've been wearing it. You guys have been asking us. Millions of people have been emailing us, quite frankly, saying, hey, where do you get those cool shirts? We're actually wearing them now. This one says LA. We have one here. We got the penalty kill. Other great ones on the site. Just debuted a Dry Island shirt today. So log into kingscast.net, go to the top right-hand corner, click shop, and we got some good prices here. We're definitely not becoming millionaires on this store anytime soon.
Yeah, it's more about having some cool shirts out there, but they are affordable and also available in a variety of colors. So you're not stuck with just the black and whites out there. So take a look. I think they're pretty cool.
Me too.
Toot our own horn a little bit. So speaking of our new apparel store, we have a couple giveaways we'd like to give you to promote that store. We have 3 leftover random shirts of random sizes and colors.
We got LA right here. I'm wearing it.
That's right. We're going to be giving these shirts away. So the first person to get 5 of their friends to subscribe to us on YouTube and email us, and we see the number change, we'll get these shirts. No cost. We will ship them to you. Wear it with pride. Power play, penalty kill, LA. You're going to love them.
And if you really, really want us to, we'll even sign it for you.
We have said goodbye to a lot of people this offseason, but we're going to complete that here tonight, and we're going to bring out another see ya for Mr. Wayne Simmonds.
Ah, Simmer, you were once so popular. You were the black guy. You dropped the gloves and you had the swagger, but the flame fizzled, amigo, so we gots to say, see ya.
Number 17. We saw all kinds of your jerseys out there at Staples. Keith even bought one. But now when we see the jersey next year, it's just going to be outdated. So we are here to say, see ya.
Ah, Simmonds, you took a little bit of a dip last season. The goals went down and the partying went up. Well, I'll tell you something, that ain't gonna fly on Dry Island here in LA, so see ya.
Wayne's World, you were always gonna be a third liner. So the Kings went out, pulled the trigger, and made a great trade. Sorry, bro, but you were trade bait. So we here at KingsCast, we gots to say, see ya. All right, Kings fans, you want summer filler? Oh, we got some summer filler right here.
Oh, yeah.
This is our annual segment that we like to call Weird Kings Merchandise.
Up first, and this is real. I swear to God, this is not a
real.
Photoshop. But we have a King's garden gnome.
Yeah, nothing spices up a garden like a king's gnome.
How many people actually have a garden? This is Los Angeles, the urban metropolis. It costs $1 million for a house. I mean,
I'm sure there's a pea patch somewhere that has got this garden gnome out there. That's a weird one. This next item proves that they will put a King's logo on simply anything. It is the King's binocular set. Yeah, when you're watching the game up at the nosebleeds, I guess.
Chris, I actually own a pair. Interestingly enough, I sort of, over the years, have carved a little hole into the Ice Girls locker room. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And nothing says, home sweet home, I want to come into your house, like an LA Kings door knocker.
Yeah, welcome to my home, I'm a lunatic. So speaking of technology, this next one is the International LA Kings phone stand.
Now, this works great if you're a Russian billionaire on a yacht, but how many Russian billionaires are actually Kings fans?
True.
And finally, the Kings, St. Patrick's Day, they do the green jerseys. Well, if you really want to spruce up your home, get that game room going, that kids' room, showing your Irish pride, you got the LA Kings Pride of Ireland poster.
It's actually a wood sign, which makes it even more hilarious. This is really one of the most bizarre things out there. Is the reason we're doing it last.
So here you go, Kings fans. If you own the King's Garden Gnome or the Irish Pride wood thing or the cell phone gold holder, email us at keith@kingscast.net, and I will mail you every shirt we make.
Yes, and we'll also want to have you on the show.
Totally. Alrighty then, Kings fans, we are back, but not for long. I think we're taking another break again. Who knows? But we're going to have a lot of different segments or special episodes, as Chris likes to say. Some bloopers, some other things we have up our sleeve, and then we'll be back at training camp and Hockey Fest, all that other stuff.
Yep.
All right, so stay tuned for that. I'm Keith Cornell.
And I'm Chris Kalziewski.
And thank you for watching Overtime by KingsCast.